Kia ora whānau. Nice spring day. Look at the flowers. This was a quick update. Whew. Threw around here a mixture of flower seeds because this was just brown. You saw some of our shots from last year, but now it's all putti. And we're going out to the Papakainga. Some bees. Oh, that's what the flowers are for. But yeah, man, we had a youth group here, if you saw the last video, from Windsor Park Baptist. We have about 10 rangatahi with us, talking about huapare kore, having the cycle of worm farms and so forth. It was great, and it just helped us get on top of stuff. This is the bed that we did last year. Got peru. We've got our spring onions, celery, some other brassicas that we planted out. Some tāpapa. Yeah, a lot more flowers this year. I'm trying to grow a banana tree at the back. And we've just been working away, just chipping away, tidying things up a bit. Planted out some spring onions, tomatoes along there. Transplanted one of these, lots of flowers to here. And autumn I planted some borage. Borage? What is it? Borage? Yes, I think it's borage. And yeah, it's come up. Gotta be careful because it can overtake. But look, the bees are coming, attracting it. Hardy bees around here. Long beans, we've got some legacy long beans from the whānau and whangarei. And I've actually planted the originals, not the second or third generations, but I've got the originals. I've basically planted around the trellis, cleaned it up, and then it'll just grow up again. Yeah. I've got some hui I'm going to plant here. I'm going to let it grow up the tree, use the tree to grow up, and that'll grow. Been hanging down, cleaned up the lettuces, did a bit of weeding. So yeah, spring is really about getting our summer vegetables down. A lot of these are all our autumn vegetables that we planted. We've tidied up a bit of the Josie's strawberry patch, planted out some strawberries. I'm going to put using the wood outside, just put an edging around it and lift up the height of the soil, which is what I've got my strawberry compost at the back there. But Te Aotearoa has been a challenge for us the last couple of months. The weather, the environment. We've had a lot of rain since the Hui a Māori back in July, and so we haven't really had, it's just been wet and been flooding out here. So we haven't been able to really get in and get ahead of what we're needing to do. But the last couple of days have been good since the wānanga the other weekend. So just potting around, thinking about what we like to have. So excuse me, tomatoes, beef steaks, tomatoes growing here. I'm doing it at a different site. Last year, you'll recall, I had them over here. So this year I'm doing them over there just to not get involved with cost contaminating or over usage in regards to one location. Lots of leeks and spring onions. So yeah, pretty happy with what we're doing. We're going out to the Papakainga, going a bit of a 24-hour respite out there. We're also going to just plant out some natives that were given to us. I've shown those before. And just tidy up around the mahinga kai on Mātua block, just around the trees. We're going to do some trimming and so forth. But this is what the backyard's looking like. In our gardens, raised beds on the other side of that fence there, we've tidied those up a little bit. I've planted out beetroot and some lettuces, and we'll just keep adding in seedlings and just build it up. So hopefully by the time we come to summertime, we'll just harvest off food. This is going to be my next area. This was used heavily last year, so what I've done this year is I've put down some nitrogen fixes, so both mustard seed and lupins. We'll just cut and drop, cut and drop, let it break into the soil and build up the soil. However, in saying that, silk beet, spring onions, all looking pretty good. Worm farm's doing well. It's part of our worm juice, worm castings, storage water areas. Yeah, so a couple of tomatoes growing there, got some spring onions, I'll get some basil planting around. And then over here, we've been just dropping branches, and then we'll just put them through the mulcher, which then will create this mulch that we have down in here, and we'll just spread it around the place, but in time that'll break down. I guess all of that, there's a worm, so it's just putting a covering down. Again, we're thinking about the health of the soil health, and this site is probably the largest garden area for my backyard that we've had running, and it's been used a lot. So the principle I'm applying here is I'm just going to let it rest and allow the health of the soil to come back, and then probably in late summer we'll plant out some of my vegetable crops in here. Yeah, it's weeding, compost pile, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice here. I'm thinking of getting some reinforcing wire and bending it either here, and I'll put some peas along this bit here, let it grow up, or I might create something where it leans up on the wall like a trellis on a 45-degree angle, and let it grow up that. For example, I might see what we can do. But I'm thinking of putting another trellis over here with beans. But yeah, soil health, keeping things tidy, trying to encourage my tapapa from the kumara. Again, that was late. This is the backyard. I'm stoked about my flowers. Lots of flowers around, attracting the bees. Look at that. Yep. Alright whānau, taki te. Kaitaki Makai, backyard gardens, food security, sustainability, saving seeds, knowing where your kai comes from. You are what you eat. If you don't know what you're eating, chances are you don't know who you are. It's all about connecting to the land, connecting to our environment, connecting to each other. Alright then, he kona. Click the like button, click the share button, and we'll see you around.